Hello. Are we live? Do we have an echo? Echo. Or is it all good? Should I shut this door? You want this open? Doesn't matter. You can shut it. All right, everybody. We're just hanging out. Live. This is our first sister stream. We are sisters. My name is Simpsy. My name is Ashley Nichols. We are the Nichols sisters. Right now, we're streaming on YouTube and TikTok, trying to see what's what. And we decided to jump on here and start digging through our dad's stuff and sharing it with you all and talking about life and what we're working on and see where this goes. But the long short is we have a lot of ephemera. We have a lot of stuff that my dad left us. And I'm going to check YouTube right now. Oh, yeah, we're live. We're live. We're for sure live. Videotapes, hard drives, papers, CDs, all sorts of things. And we're putting together a book and eventually a documentary, which is a labor of love, as we all know documentaries are. So they take time. So it's going to be cool to see about making an evergreen book. I think it'd be really cool to make a book that will stand the test of time and not be tied to any one Pro Tools version. Definitely include retro tech in there, but the stories are always going to be cool to share and have out there in a distilled way. So anyway, did anybody join us yet, Simpsy? I wonder if we have an echo, but I'm not sure. Because we got two microphones in this room. Let's get mom on you. Let's get mom, our stage mom. All right, mom. We'll get stage mom to check our. Oh yeah, look, testing. The comments show up. We're using Restream right now.io. We're trying to figure out the best way, the easiest way to have us both on camera. Oh, hi, Chelsea Gray. Thanks for joining us. We're talking archival, and specifically our father's archival. He's an engineer producer for Steely Dan and John Denver and a lot of other artists, and he passed away in 2011. So we're still going through boxes of things like papers and hard drives and tapes. We have a few videotapes here as an example. All right, we're just gonna hang out for a few minutes and look, we want to get our mom to join us, our stage mom. My mom loves YouTube. Thank you, Chelsea. That's so sweet. You're a fan. I'm a fan too. I'm a Steely Dan fan. A lot of the music. Got to hear a lot of great music growing up, right, Simpsy? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we got to hear a lot of great music growing up, and my dad was really, and my mom, they were really supportive. Dad bought like The Chronic. My mom took me to Nine Inch Nails. Like it was like, way more than just Steely Dan, which is fun. Thanks for liking the channel. Look, everyone's online all the time. And, my sister and I really want to focus on immersive events and immersive experiences. Like that's really what we want to do. And also get online to say hi to people. And we thought, I don't know, the first fun thing to do would be to just open a box and go through some stuff with you all. Like we have all these papers and tapes and whatever, and we just don't know what to do with it. So we thought we could just say, let's just go on YouTube and open up a box and share it with you all. And then if something does ever happen to this stuff, like we've, shared it somewhere. instead of it getting, things happen. There's floods and there's just things that happen to physical items. So we just want to share things as we come up with them or find them. And then like when you can make a movie, which we're working on a documentary, or you can make a book. That's not everything. You can't ever fit everything in those things. So there's things that are left on the cutting room floor. And I'm a video editor by trade, so I totally get that. Yeah, you can't include everything.
Oh, come on.
So
Trent Reznor followed me on TikTok. I don't think that's the real Trent Reznor.
Someone called us hotties, Simpsy. Thank you, Jaden. That's really sweet of you. I will take that compliment happily. Thank you. And Chad. Hi, Chad. Thanks for joining us on this archival Sunday. Maybe we'll make it be a Sunday thing, huh?
I know we did. I don't know why. See, TikTok isn't going live. I don't really know what's happening. We're trying to go on TikTok too, just to see what was what, but I don't think it's working.
Well, I can share one thing. So I don't know if we have a copy somewhere. We have a copy of Dad's Recording 101 book, but this was a very early copy that Dad made, where he took a picture of me here with the guitar and mic, and he would find his own books. So he had his own printing and spiral binder that he loved. Any excuse to use that. So this is a great excuse to use his spiral binder. And anyway, so this was a fun day posing for this picture, and I took photos of Dad too. One ended up is still at the Guitar Center Pros, where his pictures in the recording pro audio sections. So yeah, you get family will show up and take your picture. You can't always get professional headshots, although I don't know what's professional anyway. If you take a good picture, right?
All right, everybody. So our mom is here. Connie Sings, our stage mom. Hi, Mom. We have a handful of people here, and we just went live randomly. Chelsea Gray, Chad. We've got a Jaden here. And we're going to just do a little thing called What's in the Box. We're going to open up a box, and we're going to pull stuff out. We're going to talk about it. So let's see what's in the box. What box should we open first?
And our day is going well, Chelsea. We're just going through organizing things, and that's always good, right? How's your day? And thanks for liking the channel. And our mom is Connie Sings. There she is. Here.
Okay. Let's see what this is. First thing, what's in the box?
Here's what is on the box. So, Simsy, you wrote that, right? Okay.
What's on the box? This is do not pet or feed. Priority mail to Fagan. Tea House Music. Wait, it's taped. Do I open
it? It's taped shut. Is it really?
Oh, it was taped shut. All right.
Do you want me to turn on the regular light here, or is it okay? I think, let's see. Here, my absolute favorite thing is these studio notes that have this warning: top secret, kill yourself before reading. So
let's go through that one first.
You want to go through this one? All right. So we have.
All right, let's let you do that one first, and then we can see what this tea house one was.
Two Against Nature, and we have different notes from the recording. And we have something called Not Steely Dan. I'm interested in what's in the Not Steely Dan. You want to find out something? I gotta leave something in here so I know where it came out of. Okay. So we have some FedEx. We always had to live like near where FedEx was, right, Mom? So that things could be shipped. And this is before you could, like 20 years ago, you couldn't just upload a terabyte of stuff or even like a gigabyte of stuff. You had to mail it in the mail. We have some track sheets. This is where you would organize so you remembered where everything was assigned to. And we have from River Sound, we have the artist is New York Voices. And Connie Sings, if you remember who that is, let us know. Connie, let's see, New York Voices, and they're recording Long Ago and Far Away. So we have the assignments there. Let's see if we can find some doodles. Like when there was downtime, there's some in the studio to get some good cartoon drawings. Let's see. We have, yeah, this is just shipments. Okay. What should we look at? What song? Negative Girls. Let's just look at the song against nature. Let's see. Okay. So we have it in these folders. Let's see. We have the assignments here. This is from 1998, January 27th, 1998. So let's see. Let me move my keyboard here. I will stop over here if I see anything out of the ordinary. We're looking for out of the ordinary.
Well, I mean, what are we looking at?
Well, we're just looking at, let's go through this folder. Okay.
Okay, so let's go through the folder step by step.
All right, each page. Sure.
All right, so did you go in alphabetical order?
We have, where was that? That was right here. So just skip to that song. What would you like? We were supposed to, the directions on the front so you kill yourself before reading. So we're already not following directions. So sorry.
Yeah, so let's do this. Let's go through. You already studied one again. Let's go through Two Against Nature. So let's see. All right, you guys. This is kind of fun because people don't print a lot of stuff out anymore. Everything's in the box. This is what, 1999? Y2K, 98. So this is before I think we got super automated all the time. And the first page in this folder, this is a folder. So this is a slice of life. This is a day in the life of being in the studio with Steely Dan. So we're working on the song "Two Against Nature." I like that we just switched seats. They're quiet. Someone's quiet.
Oh,
Who's quiet?
I think because I asked Connie a question and then Chelsea chimed in and said, Connie, you're quiet. That's okay. Aw, you're my
Hi,
favorite. That's so sweet.
Okay, so sorry for a little scattered because, like, I just said let's go on live and just share our dad's stuff with you, and because we don't want to get lost, and we don't know what to do with it, and we want to keep it together, but we thought this could be interesting to share somehow. I gotta look up there. So, Two Against Nature. All right. So we are in, let's set the stage. Okay, but we are in the 90s. We are in the late 90s. You have digital in the recording studio, but you don't have everything online yet. Hard drives were still expensive. Memory cost a lot of money. And my dad was an archivist. So even if things were on hard drives and digital, he always printed stuff out. He always printed stuff out as a backup. You always have a backup. You got your digital backup, you got your cloud backup, and you got to print it. And if you really want to make sure it withstands time, you have to etch it into stone. So he didn't get to the part where you etched it into stone, but we do have printouts of paper because who knows where those hard drives are? I mean, we do know, but like plugging them in, they still work. So this is everything that my dad, our dad,
It's okay.
that's my sister, it's her dad.
So, I mean, already.
Okay, so getting to it. This is everything that my dad thought he needed to print out for the song Two Against Nature. Hi, Jez. Is it Jez? Jez? Giant Chicken. Ah, Jez, Giant Chicken. You're Jez, Giant Chicken. Is that right? Did I pronounce it right?
Yes.
Yes, these are Roger's production notes. So the first printout we have is from Hyperbolic Sound.
I mean, can I show one song and you're showing another? So I'm looking at Abby, which is gaslighting Abby. I think I'm a little behind. My computer looks a little more current. But anyway, can you see that, Simpsy? So they're calling it Abby, which later became gaslighting Abby, right? So we have tracks removed.
I think we should go one at a time.
One at a time? Okay. But just to show an example, these are handwritten notes, reminders, which tracks were removed. It says, if needed, go back to February 99. We have what was recorded, and then we have really detailed track sheets like this, just to show an example. So, okay, go ahead.
Sorry, we got a call coming in. Can I decline this call? What do I do? Okay.
Okay. All right.
iStreamer, shut up, JK. iStreamer. We are on Restreamer. iStreamer.
So I wish we could play the clip, Simpsy, of Dad talking about doing like 300,000 edits or something on the song Cousin Dupree, because Dad talked about calling Pro Tools. Why don't we sit together? Sit together? Okay.
Because I want you to go through this stuff with me.
Okay, well, I'll come to you because this one's lagging.
Okay, these are, Dad would have printed this out. So we got Two Against Nature, Real Number, Steely Dan, 1/27/98, edited and master. I don't even know what this stuff is, actually. So this is what was on the tape.
Let's see it.
What do you think this is?
These are what track they're recorded on, right? And it has the real number. So when you look at the real, you know what's on it.
So what's in this? So we got kinks, snares, hats, and mums.
Let's see. And then you have notes like edited, stored, and returned. So you're in the middle of a session, recording all sorts of things, and you have to leave for the day. You need to know where you were at. You come back the next day.
Okay, so now what's this? Now we got a longer page. Now they're at Clinton Recording Studios. They're at Clinton Recording Studios. This is a handwritten track. So 48 tracks. They're working on a 48 track machine. Let's see. Two Against Nature. Kick. Snare top. snare bot hat toms overhead. Edited click. Is that echoing?
Yeah.
Echoing, room drums, edited sequence, forward, overhead, 9 ethno brie, 10 kick 2, hat ride, new bell, new claps, new hat, newer bass, click, new bass, piano, original stripe. Oh, that says conga, new snare, full sequence, full sequence. Yeah, so these are production notes. Okay, 2 Against Nature. Now we got cowbell pattern. This was handwritten.
Wow, hand-drawn pattern of the cowbell? Yeah. That's great.
This is a hand-drawn cowbell pattern.
Of which song?
2 Against Nature.
Oh, yeah. 2 Against Nature. Don't you?
I feel like we need a camera on the paper first.
Yeah, I don't think we got a camera. Well, this is why we're testing it out, because like if I wanted to get tattooed the cowbell pattern of 2 Against Nature, this is it. This is how I would tattoo right here.
That looks like a beautiful pattern. Like if it was braille, or what I would say.
Yeah. So that's so interesting. It's drawn like that, and some are circled and some aren't. So I wonder if the circled were had a high accent or
What do you all think? Why did you circle some of the cowbell patterns?
Yeah.
Cowbell pattern. We should probably just turn the other camera off. Okay, well, and this is 2 Against Nature.
We just fled with information. I could show another thing on the other camera. Is that the right side? What's that say?
2 Against. Wait, are they reading it backwards? Is it showing up weird? It's backwards.
Let's see. Who said I streamer? Shut up, JK. Oh, we don't care where you're streaming from. Yeah, it's all are equal. Let's see. 2 Against Nature, 16 hat, 06. I don't know. Sequence of drums. Ride.
So we have to do a mirror. We have to do
Be careful. From second arrangement. Oh yeah. Don't
Hi.
use those papers. Don't hold it with gloves. Actually.
Do we need gloves?
Yeah.
This is just all of God's production notes. It's reversed, yeah. So we have to do a mirror. Thanks, Chad. So we have to do a mirror. We have to do a camera on the papers.
So can we hit the settings and change it? Thanks for hanging with us. This is all experimental right now. Which how else do you learn, right? Howdy. How's it going, second arrangement?
Yeah, we have to reverse the camera.
Mr. Giant Chicken, we're not sure if we understand them either, but we're trying to find the story in the notes and what it took to produce.
Now we're ready. Now we're there. Now the right side, right? Sorry about that, y'all.
Okay.
Sorry about that, y'all. This is our first stream. We're just jumping on. Full disclosure, we are not our father, and we're not Steely Dan, so things aren't perfect. My dog is growling. My dog wants to say hi. Okay, keep going through the papers, Ashley.
All right,
Let's do it, Lindsay.
I guess this is Simsy shares all, right? So Simsy, you were sharing all this. I was gonna skip past like some papers.
No, let's just share. This is every single paper in the folder of 2 Against Nature. Let's see what
blurry. There we go.
what Roger Nichols was putting in the folder.
And
This is everything he thought was important to make sure that this song sounded like the way it did.
okay. And to recap and recap slow motion, this is 2 Against Nature, the song, the folder, And the correction notes that our dad, Roger Nichols, made while working on the album Two Against Nature with Steely Dan. So here's some notes. What do we have? We do need the overhead camera. All right. We have sample delay, aux, auto pitch, time code, fader. These are the directions of what goes to what. And then we end on the 48 track. So this is your roadmap. If you were doing like a map list of where to go, this would be your version of that for the song Two Against Nature and what was recording to what. The connections, shorthand to remember. So print to 48 track. This is July 20th, 1998. Where are we at? There we go.
It's blurry.
Yeah, I think we should just.
It's blurry. We gotta do overhead camera.
Okay. We're shortening it to 2 against. Print to 48 track. These are conga. I see. Got room. Bell, claps, ride. All right. Yeah, I was gonna skip to the weird stuff, but I guess the details are what's interesting too, right? So
Yeah, because you don't know what's weird.
all right, 2 against. October 5th, 1998. We got plank shift, pitch shifted piano plank. Say that 10 times fast. 0.1 cents. So that sounds like that's the amount of pitch shifting for the piano planks. Early, the temp track is early by 1,000 samples for pitch shift delays. This could be, these are directions to the assistant engineer. I'm always talking editors. I'm an editor, so I always talk editor stuff. But I really have no idea what's happening here. So we got a whole lot of stuff happening this day. Can you imagine somebody going through your notebook and trying to make sense of it? That's what we're doing as our dad's seeing our dad's papers and wanting to make sense of it because we miss him very much. And yeah, so he was also just he had a very high attention to detail. And even as he got older, I witnessed him working I don't know, 2 shifts in a row recording drums all day. I'm like, how do you for another project for drum samples? And I was like, how do you do 13 or 14 hours of just drum sounds? Anyway, the patience. It's almost like military. Okay.
Kind of blurry, but I don't know how to do it.
Let's turn that light back on to be white. Can you hit the white color? It might be helpful. New file temp, all tracks, edited, comp, Walter guitar at end of solo, put back on 3348. To do, fix original file, crashes computer. So this is probably either a note to self or a note to the assistant engineer that whatever that is crashing the computer. We don't like that. All right. That's 1999. Can you imagine what the computer looked like in 1999?
Oh, wow. So we're already a year into recording?
Yeah. Who here even had a computer in 1999? I guess maybe we all had one home computer.
Oh, so this started 1/27/98. And now we're in 99. So we're already working on it for a whole year.
Yeah.
Where's
the
plug over here?
Song, so you wouldn't have to do. Which are you doing?
Trying to get your light better.
So you want to change it. It's got to go over here. Just change the brick from yellow to this. Pardon us. So then that. and that. All right. These little things that are always rolling around on the desk. Okay. Now we're not calling it two against. We're just calling it nature. I think it's misspelled. Oh, no, it's spelled right. Okay.
So we've now been working on this song for a whole year, and the shorthand is now nature. Two against nature was enough to write. Can you guys see the paper all right? We probably need a second camera. We need like a paper camera.
Okay, look, we got bass. It says lots of edits. Yeah, we need a paper camera. That's what we'll do for next time. Where it'll just be solid, so you don't have to be like, what am I seeing? We got bass, lots of edits. Edits, just more notes of what is going on. Okay. Next step. Maybe we can move. I don't know if we need to move faster. Okay. Nature, 1999. Okay. Walter guitars edited back to 48 track. Loaded trumpet solos, loaded trumpet tag. Can someone tell us what loaded trumpet means? Like, what's a loaded? Why is that going down? Okay. Sorry, my Jeff just moved.
Oh my God, Dad's here.
Technical error.
Dad's here.
Operator error. Yeah, that'd be great. That we should do like the most tech seance ever. That would be really cool. Dad almost worked on helping to put back together the Spiricom device. Maybe we should get that and ask him about some of this stuff. That would be amazing. Not even kidding about that actually. So a loaded trumpet solo. Does anyone know what loaded? Because an unloaded trumpet versus a loaded one, I'm not really sure. A lot of this is going to be us not knowing what this is, and that's kind of why we're doing this, because we're reaching out, right? And no, I don't think anyone has any like all this time to just sit with us and look at every single thing. So our friends or people of the internet, if they want to tune in and out, then we can use our hive mind, right? So we got nature, aka two against nature, John guitar, back to 48 track. Okay, we're gonna get better at doing this. Store in computer to make room. We're moving stuff because we ran out of room, because it's 1999 and the hard drives are a gigabyte or something tiny. So a lot of the transfer, that was probably a lot of the job, was moving things on tape, digital tape. Okay, all horns in Pro Tools. Horns erased on tape. Okay, the horns have been erased on tape and they've been moved to Pro Tools on 1999. In 1999, yeah, there we go.
That's what they did?
Let's hear it for the horn section. I mean, a song with horns is now that's a song. Like, where's the horn section? Just ask yourself, where's the horn section if next song you hear? It would make it better. It always makes it better. Okay. River sound. We have, this is what everyone's using to see where is everything. Because this was copied, right? This is what everyone's looking at. Everyone probably had a copy of this to say, know which tracks everything's on for mixing and editing. Walter guitar lead solo. We got a little star there on 38. So they're at River Sound in New York. Trying to hold it straight. Okay, we might get to another song next year since we have this right. Okay. We got this is into computer. Can you imagine? Right, this is 1999. Writing a note to say something went into the computer. Things weren't always in the computer; they were on the reels, right? Horn recording order. If anyone's interested in the compression or lack thereof, there's the ratio. The gain is at 0. So that's kind of interesting, right? It's just all recorded, right? So nothing had to be pushed up. The attack and release. Let's see. Dad would always talk about wanting to record things without compression, where you record it flat. You record with the best mics and cables and the best placement. And you don't have to automatically compress everything. Sax solos into computer. Comp done on tape, not in computer. So he's just keeping track of where things are. Okay. Yeah. Trumpets have been loaded to the digital track. Yeah, no, that's a great, yeah, loaded onto. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for that, because I'm like, what's a loaded trumpet? Man, I was not sure. Okay. Percussion into computer. We got congas. It's just fun to see his handwriting too. This is all graph paper, right? Because Dad loved graph paper. You could see faintly if we had a better light on this. You could see that these are all, well, you can see it here, the boxes, right? So you love that because he started out as working as a nuclear engineer, like an operator at the plant at San Onofre. So he's very technical. So this is probably the paper that the kind of paper that he started out using. So this was his favorite. This brand of paper is Ampad, if anyone's interested in that. Ampad, AMPAD. So anyway, graph paper. Sax solo. Yeah. Which we appreciate, sax solos. And our mom plays saxophone. Connie sings. She's a great saxophone player. And a singer. And she would sing and play, not at the same time, but back and forth. And that's a feat to do that, back and forth. Just trading off all the wind in your lungs, all the time. Okay. Deleted. These were deleted. We will never know what these were because they were deleted for space. Like how we all have 18,000 pictures in our phones right now. Well, you couldn't do that back then. You'd have to choose what got deleted. So I don't know if that made you more of a perfectionist with what got kept or not, but yeah, you need a sound engineer to understand the terminology, but essentially these look like where I'm up to notes. Yep, you're definitely right. We also do need a sound engineer to help. If anyone wants to donate their time or volunteer to join us on these to translate, please join us. Let's see. Vocal tracks. Yeah, so lots of work. This was the album that won Album of the Year. Two Against Nature won Album of the Year in 2001, I believe. And they were up against Radiohead, Eminem. Who else were they up against, MC? We could Google it. But
Eminem,
anyway.
Yeah, it was, they were up against Beck.
That's right.
Radio's Kid A.
Yeah, Radiohead.
And Eminem, the Marshall Mathers LP.
So some of our favorite albums too. I mean, we wanted Steely Dan to win.
I
And then Eminem's talked about that. What was it like to lose to Steely Dan? And
think he was like, "Who's Steely Dan?"
I don't want
Yeah.
to misquote him. But
Yeah, let's not misquote him.
anyway,
you
all
have to
great
understand,
artists.
Back in this day, like Y2K 2001, like the Grammys were like the thing. For some reason, over the past 25 years, they've left their like, they're not as like coveted as they used to be. Is it because they gave away too many?
Well,
Like
no,
there's
it's
too
just
many
over the
categories.
years. Well, there was only so many years of awards back then, and now there's been a lot more award seasons.
I think they give away too
Well,
many.
and there's a lot of different other kinds of award shows now too.
We do agree that, like, sometimes I feel like, this is just my opinion, like my shirt, engineered by Roger Nichols. I was engineered by Roger Nichols, I guess. Okay, so this is just my opinion. I think that Steely Dan for sure, like should have won a Grammy back in like the Gaucho Asia era. My dad and his other engineers,
Well, they won best engineered
recording, but they never won a Grammy. And sometimes I think they just give Grammys like, if you know, after 20 years. After 20 years, I feel like they like are like, whoops, we should have given that person an award. Like this was like, we should have given you one for Asia. I agree.
Well,
I agree. Like, who was Asia up against? Let's see. Who was Asia up against in 77? Because that should have really won the Grammy. Okay. Who was up for a Grammy?
Okay, I don't know. These are just
Against
well,
Asia.
these are all based on opinion. There's plenty of people that think that, rightly so.
Oh, okay. This is a tough year. Which year?
All right. Which year?
1978 Grammy Awards, because the album was done in 77. So 78 Grammy Awards was like in February, right?
We're almost through this folder, by the way. So let's just finish this folder.
Okay.
Okay, who won?
So, all right, chat. This is who they were up against for Asia. Rumors by Fleetwood Mac, Hotel California by the Eagles, JT by James Taylor, and the Star Wars soundtrack. That was up for best album.
All winners. Everyone wins. That's why these award shows are really tough, because it's like, how do you choose against artists that are just so different and so awesome in their own right? Like, how do you like make a hierarchy there?
All right. So last paper, Ashley's been doing good. Oh, well, we're back in time now. June 26, 1998.
Hey, don't crunch it. Be careful.
June 26, 1998.
I'll be right back.
We've got a list of stuff here. I don't even know what this list of stuff is. Yeah, I forget which Beck album it was. Let's see. Who was up for Grammy against Steely Dan 2001? Midnight Vultures, yeah. Oh, and Paul Simon's You're the One. Yeah, so Midnight Vultures. All right. So this is the production notes. We're almost through Two Against Nature. And yeah, I don't want to misquote Eminem. I think it was just like Marshall Mathers LP was like the biggest album in the like world. All right, so we got River Sound. Another River Sound track sheet. Artist Steely Dan. Minus 20 dB. Oh, so March 3rd, 99. Okay. All right, let's play a game. What do you think? We should play a game like bingo. like guessing what's on the 48 tracks.
Oh my gosh. That's too nerdy for anybody.
Like, we should play bingo for, like, what do you think is on the 48 tracks? All 48 tracks are accounted for. Okay. All right, chat. How many tracks? I don't, how many tracks were? I actually don't know. I don't know how to make this fun.
I have a couple fun things here.
What are you going to?
I just think we could sample a couple other things.
Well, wait a minute. All right, so let's go over each of. This is nerdy, but you know what? We're nerds, and this is fun. All right, let's go over what each of the 48 tracks were. True.
Of the song.
Okay, Two Against Nature. All right, you ready? Kick, snare top, snare bottom. I'll show you guys. So we got the kick, snares, hi-hat, toms, overhead, toms, forward overhead. I actually don't know what that means. Do you know what that means, Ash?
What?
Forward overhead.
The overhead mic of the drums.
Oh. And then track 11, bass from tape, guitar, John. Who's John? Machine kick number 1, machine kick number 2. Is that Dad's machine? Machine original hat, machine quarter note hat. So is that Wendell samples? Is that the Wendell samples? All right, now machine bell, machine claps, machine ride, piano, conga, snare, machine snare. That might be Wendell. Click in intro. Okay, now triangle, tambourine and outro, master chorus, pitch lead vocal, Caroline, counterline, Vox, comp, Donald. We got a Donald. Mix Whirly, Donald Whirly. All right. Counterline, vocal comp, Mike Whirly, Donald Whirly. What's Whirly? Chris comp, sax solo. What's a Whirly? Walter guitar. Oh, we got Walter. There's Walter. Guitar lead and solo. The Rhodes for 2 tracks. Vibes. 41 and 42, we got vibes. Sax solo.
Okay, can I interject some Easter eggs?
Comp brass, comp reeds. Wait, we're almost done. Computer flutes. All right, those are the 48 tracks. Did they only have 48 tracks?
Probably not, but that was a limit of that. What they
Well,
were
let's
working on.
finish the Two Against Nature. We're almost done. Okay, horns. Oh, this we just got some notes. We don't even know. Just
Okay.
production notes. Production notes. Put and did 2 against. March 1799. Dad's production notes. What he has to put in. Dad writing himself notes. Wurlitzer, yes. An organ or other key. Okay, you're right. Thank you. See, it takes a team. 2 Against Nature. More production notes. Dad writing. Helen comp. We want to see your Easter egg.
All right.
In a minute. 2 more pages.
Okay.
2 Against into computer. Just more production notes on graph paper. Anybody else like writing on graph paper? And last production note, new file, 415.99. New file, computer horns deleted, tuned horns are mastered. So this is just Dad making notes. More notes. And that, you all, is the folder of Roger Nichols' production notes for Two Against Nature. We did it!
Yeah. Can we play the song now, or are we going to get kicked from YouTube?
We could play the song.
I feel like we should play the song.
Let's play the song.
But I think I just wanted to share this caricature, this drawing of Dad for an Akai digital ad. And talking about mastering digitally. Roger mastered digital 10 years ago and the DD1000 overnight. Look, for only $13,000, for $13,500, you can get this too and master digitally. I don't know what year this was, but anyway, I wanted to share that. Also sharing, Dad made a plugin later called the Bitchinizer. So we got the, this was an early packaging sample, and trying to, this is all mirrored weird, but the Bitchinizer, I don't think this would go in the culture today where we don't want to call people bitches, but I don't know. I think there's a lot of people calling each other bitches still, but
Well, that thing was bitching.
yeah, it was bitching, like in a good way. So, and then this is who needs Wendell Jr.? You do, if your business is sound. So we have a double meaning here. This was Wendell Labs Incorporated, and you can see the graph paper styling. And so this is just a leaflet on what Wendell Jr. was, which is a drum replacement machine that's still in use today. I just heard from the drummer and producer Mike Avename was saying that a lot of people still use it, or certain people use it. Like he mentioned Jimmy Kimmel's band uses it. Mike Avename still uses it. Who else?
Nick, you found out from Nickelback?
Yeah, Mike was well, this is his story to tell, but Nickelback was using it. And anyway, it was used on Nirvana, Nevermind.
We think, allegedly.
Allegedly.
We have to literally ask about that.
But
allegedly.
But anyway, there were how many made of these? 1,000 Wendell Juniors made, or how many? 1,500 made? So they're popping up sometimes, and drummers still like it because it's an automatic, almost automatic, microseconds amount of automatic for a drum replacement sound. So you're playing live and then the sound is being replaced by your choice of sound. And so because it was hardware made in the 80s and not software, so there's no computing time, there's no processing time. So if it's just hardware, that's like that. I mean, I'm not an electrical engineer, but I can imagine that's like the speed of more so like electricity compared to the closer to that compared to having to run coding.
Actually, you can buy, speaking of the Wendell sample pack, you could actually buy the Wendell samples online if you haven't already. Go to wendellsamplepack.com and you can actually buy the samples that my dad recorded on wendellsamplepack.com.
And there's like 500 WAV files in that folder. And you have to just be on your desktop computer to download them. And they're either just sounds that you can put in one by one, or you can plug it in, right, to a drum machine, right, Simpson? So I do things the hard way, and I place things one by one. I like to see things and move things around on the timeline. All right, let's do
All right, we had a little snafu. Froze.
Well,
all right, there we are.
Do you want to talk about some of our latest recording endeavors, Simpsy? Because Simpsy is a sound bowl player and percussionist and performs and also hosts panels at NAMM and other places and also does sound baths. And also we recorded your bowls for a NASA documentary and the sounds made it in and some of my vocals made it in. So we're still recording and still doing that kind of stuff. So that was really cool. And we recorded those bowls on one of Dad's microphones. He's Shure KSM 44. Anyway.
All right, let's do. You want to do a live react to the second the
Two Against Nature song.
Yeah, how do we play that though? We didn't really stream up to do that.
Can you mute my mic and I'll just play it over here, and then your mic will pick it up across the room.
Wow, that's gonna sound real shitty.
Really bad.
All right,
it's something. We just want to it's better actually. It's might be the legal way to do it. That's diegetic. In filmmaking, if the song is played in the room or in the world, that's diegetic compared to just playing the track. So,
all right, everybody. Now, since we went through all the production notes, let's live react to. I keep wanting to say second arrangement. Two Against Nature.
All right, you muted my mic.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Right, I'm gonna leave this video. Okay, we got the congas.
This is Two Against Nature. I did not listen to this album a lot, to be frank. I feel like we should start from the top. Wait a minute.
What? No talking on the song.
Can y'all hear that anyway? I mean, we're just not playing it in the room. So turn it up and come over here and let's. All right, let's live react. Okay, we're gonna play it. We're gonna play it. No, we're gonna listen to it with you in the room. It's gonna sound real good. Okay, turn it up. Okay, this is it. Two Against Nature. Title track. You turned your phone really off.
And it's still echoing at you.
That's not a bacon? Wow. All right, let's have live reaction. Okay, okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
You hear the horse.
All right, let's talk about it. It's illegal if we didn't play the whole thing. All right, we're gonna do. Okay,
How do people do react videos?
they listen to a little bit and then they talk about it. All right, look, I actually didn't even recognize Donald's voice. No, got the conga sequence. Now, what do you have to say about this song, Ash?
Like the groove, I like the hand claps, I like the horns, I like the conga.
Oh yeah, did we hear the conga already?
Yeah, it's part of the main groove.
All right, well here's the conga. Oh, this is the cowbell. This is the cowbell pattern. This is the cowbell pattern, not the conga.
I don't. Some, some of the tracks on, and actually, I forget which track on Two Against Danger, but it reminds me of Fiona Apple Criminal. Because we have the jazz, but we also have the like odd. Something's odd about it. Like these are odd, interesting minor melodies. Like it's something's off, right?
There's the horn. There's the horn. We're back. Donald. All right, we got the guitar breakdown, we got a horn breakdown, and now we're back to Donald.
And the guitars are played by Walter. This record. Solos.
And we know what track. Hold on.
In case that's ever on.
If you ever need to know any music trivia, Walter's guitar lead and solo was on the 38 track that we just heard. There you go. All right, let's finish it.
Oh.
A lot of percussion. All right, got more solos. How many more minutes do we got? Um, and then how many more minutes? It's a 6 minute mark. That was that. That was a choice. That's amazing. All right, who played that? We're in the era of AI. How do we not bombard AI and ChatGPT with Steely Dan questions? If everybody wants to just ask Steely Dan questions only to GPT, that would be awesome. Because it would be like, wow, it seems like everybody only cares about just Steely Dan and the lore of Well, I think if okay, well, all right.
horn arrangements were crafted by Donald Michael. And
Oh, Michael.
yeah, and then trumpet was Michael Hart.
Oh, there you go.
Trombone was Jim Pugh, and saxophones Lou Marini, Chris Potter, David Dufine, Roger Rosenberg, clarinet, saxophones, Lawrence Feldman, Roy. Just one players.
Do the notes mention a cuca anywhere on this track? It's kind of a talking drum. Cuca? Have you heard of a cuca, Ash?
Okay, let's ask it. What's the talking on the track? It'd be so cool if, like, when musicians made an album, they would take pictures of the instruments they use, like lined up to be like, you know, restaurant
Wow, that's fun.
ingredients. So, like, when you're listening to a song, you'd be like, oh, that's what's in it. But it's more.
I like that idea, like a searchlight. Like, what's the instrument in the song? I mean, unless it's like proprietary, like in a recipe, like.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a really great idea.
Well, yeah. I mean, with AI, you could even be like, I don't. I do want horns on that track, or I don't, and then you can be like, choose your own adventure with.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it in the notes. Mm.
Always choose your own.
So we got kick snares. Yeah, no, kick cat ride. Bell clap. Yeah, I don't see Kika.
Oh, I missed the comment about vigilantes. Yeah.
All right, let's you want to continue?
Speaking of drums, uh, Giant Chicken does a hell of a lot of attention on page drums.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just if that lines up with edits, made edits on every single drum sound played in the song, and probably all the songs of this album too, Against Nature, but definitely Cousin Dupree. There was an edit made, and too many edits were made because the project started crashing, and Dad had to call Pro Tools, call Digidesign. It wasn't Avid at the time, right?
So your mic isn't on, by the way.
Well, how do we get back in the thing? Join. Okay. Okay, then I turn this off. Am I on it? Okay. Let's see. Unmute. Okay. So there's a video we have on Facebook. If you go to Roger the Immortal Nichols, Roger the Immortal Nichols on Facebook, if you go to that page, there's a video of Dad talking about making hundreds of thousands of edits on the song Cousin Dupree in this album, Two Against Nature by Steely. He made so many edits and cut on each drum sound, or made too many cuts and edits that it started having problems. He told Digitified not have it yet for Pro Tools. And he told them what was going on. They're like, "You had how many? Like 30,000?" He's like, "No, like 300,000, 50,000." Too many edits. It seems excessive, insane. So because of the scene obsessive, insane attention to detail that the band Steely Dan had to, for their music, which is really admirable. Because of all that work, we want to make sure that we treat what's left from it, physical notes and extra things that came out of the process that we got in boxes. We just want to make sure that it doesn't just rot in a box because people still really love music. So it's fun to talk about. And it was fun to see the yacht rock documentary, the HBO made.
All right, let's keep playing it.
All right. I think I should. I have to turn the speaker on to do that and turn the mic off. All right.
Here we go.
Because the mic's on. So I have to leave again.
Turn the mic off.
It is. I just can.
Oh, wait, let me mute you. Whoa. Testing.
Hold on. I unplugged it. Wait. There's no mic plugged in.
All right, now testing. Oh. We don't even know how y'all are hearing this. All right, we got some saxophone sample. All right. We'll do better next time. We'll do better. But look at our cute dog. You have to turn off the.
It's unplugged.
Well, it's from the computer audio. Like you have to mute it. You have to mute it. There. No. You have to mute.
Everything's muted. It even is only coming out of the scarlet. And nothing is going into the scarlet.
You have to mute the computer playing.
Speakers.
The speakers.
It sounds pretty appalling. I'm sorry. This is the feedback we need. Thank you.
We have to figure out. So we just jumped on something called Restream right now. In theory, we would use OBS, which is another software that we could play the song through the software just straight from our computer. Yeah, that was appalling. Sorry.
Well, the fact that it sounded terrible means we won't get in trouble. Wait, where did my video go? Okay. Well, this is who we're talking about.
Hi, Dad.
Yeah.
Hi.
There's Simpsy, me, and Dad, Roger Nichols, and Mom in the picture, Connie Nichols. And I'm Ashley, and this is Simpsy, and we miss our dad very much, and he also left us with a lot of stuff that we still, even how many years after his passing, are wondering.
Okay, so sorry, I didn't mean to segue that. That was a really emotional moment.
That's okay.
All right, what are we doing? You want to just wrap it up? One song and that's it?
Yeah, but I don't want to play a song that sounds awful. It's coming from my speakers, your laptop speakers. This should be illegal.
My dad would be real mad right now, but he'd also help us fix it.
If you have any ideas, if you're in the chat or if you've been watching this, or if you watch this later, how can you reach out? What's a good email or way to contact? Because if you have ideas on how to better film, like we should do an overhead camera, or how to better like have the sound in there. If you're familiar with doing these
I know how to do that.
All right, if you know how to do it, great.
But it took more.
Or if you want to jump in and volunteer, if you're an engineer yourself, if you're excited about this kind of stuff, if you want to talk to us or help us decide what we're finding. What's your email, Sophie?
You can reach out to us at info at. Actually, I mean, you could just email us. What? I'm giving out my email on the internet?
Or what website? There's marketing.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're pretty easy to find. You can message me on Facebook or Instagram or rogernichols.com. You can sign up for our email letter. Can you message through YouTube yet? I guess you can't message through YouTube yet. That would be easy. Look, so we just for sure jumped on live today. I mean, we probably I just need to figure out what software to use. We were trying to stream a few different places. Yeah, but we need to get the software where you can play the song through the thing and you guys are hearing it just straight from our computer and not in the room. That was pretty bad.
But we had fun hearing it. Wish you were here. It's funny if you are kind of here.
All right. Well, are we done, Ash?
Yeah.
Unless we want to go through one more song. All right. Anybody in the chat? We can go.
Are you doing this on TikTok?
Yeah.
What just happened?
Oh my God. The light just shut off.
Which one?
The ring light. What just happened? I think we're supposed to be done. Oh my God, you guys.
We have said too much. Delete this video immediately.
You guys. What just happened?
I don't know, but we didn't follow directions.
Maybe we're just supposed to be done for today because the light just went off for no reason. Dad, is Dad
really
here?
Creeps me out. I know this is supposed to be funny, but all right.
Well, we appreciate y'all joining us. This was a little just thrown together and a little haphazard, but we'll get organized a little better for next time. But yeah, we're gonna go through the boxes. Ashley, you want to share what you're working on right now before we wrap it up? Yeah, I'm working on different documentary and film and TV work. And currently, I'm a contractor for NASA, and I've been helping them with their documentaries. And we made a movie called Cosmic Dawn about the James Webb Space Telescope. It's the first feature film that NASA has released. Your microphone's not on. It's on? Not on?
No.
Oh. How about now?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I'm a video editor and TV film producer, and I worked on a film called Cosmic Dawn. Somewhere the poster's over there, but it's a film from NASA, and it's the first feature film that NASA has made about James Webb Space Telescope. So if you get a chance, check it out, because it was made by the team that followed Webb telescope over the past 2-3 decades, and it's also made by the engineers and scientists that got to make the telescope. So I got to be a co-writer, editor, producer, co-executive producer on that film, and then we also got to record some sound bowls and some percussions performed by my sister Susie, and I did some vocals on it. So anyway, let's hear it for indie filmmaking, even at the NASA level. And let's hear it for everything NASA's doing too, which is And my sister and I are we've actually just launched a production studio called Immortal Transmission. So you can look for developments on that. I also launched a beverage brand called Hatchet Granny. Like, we aren't engineers, so if we don't sound versed in this stuff, please forgive us. But that's why we're sharing. Maybe y'all know what this stuff is better than we do. We know enough of that stuff. It's like not the thing I'm doing every day. So yeah, I launched a beverage brand called Hatchet Granny. Mom loves TikTok. She's saying that we could chop this up for TikTok. My mom loves TikTok.
Me too.
Yeah, I sit on it way too long. The algorithm keeps me engaged. So yeah, we got a bunch of things coming up. Look out for that. Yep, there's the Hatchet Granny. Yep, launch the beverage brand. We do immersive events and working on production stuff. And you know what? We want to hear from you, and we're super excited that the technology exists that we could pop off on live here and share all this fun stuff we have. So I think that's it for tonight. We're going to jump off here, but please message us. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, at Simpsy, or you can sign up for my email list, hatchetgranny.com or rogernichols.com, and we can keep you up to date. I actually never send emails. But yeah, find us on social media. If you're not on social media, since this is YouTube, you can't send messages on YouTube yet.
Why not?
I don't know.
You can't communicate with anybody there? Okay.
All right. Well, you can just email me, simpsy@hatchetgranny.com. But yeah, you can also buy our Wendell sample packs online if you want to get these drum hits into your tracks. And yeah, that's it. I think that's it. Ash, unless you guys else, we'll just wrap it up.
And the reason why we're digging into the boxes that are in storage is because we don't want them to just sit there. We want it to become something that makes sense, which would be a documentary, a book. You know, we want it to exist in a way that makes sense for Dad's story. He shared so much, he taught so much, and there's interviews, articles he wrote, and all sorts of things that were left. So we're
piecing some legacy projects in the pipeline. We're still trying to figure out how to share the photos that he took for the Yacht Rock doc. Hopefully that's a book and a gallery. His documentary, you know, we're working on pitching for financing, and you know, so we're still kicking Dad's stuff down the line while we work on our other projects too. And we are so happy to have y'all on this journey with us. And as long as y'all want to keep seeing this stuff, we'll keep sharing it. We have no schedule. We're just gonna pop on randomly.
No schedule. I don't know about that, but yeah.
No, I mean we have no schedule for these lives.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like I don't want to say like see you next Sunday because I have an event and we just have a few things that we'll work on the next couple weeks. But if we get into a groove, maybe in the later of the year during holiday, we could do it more regularly. But this is kind of our test run, see what we were going to do, what we are going to talk about, and we just did it in real live time, no rehearsal, and we will we'll work on making it a little better, and then keep y'all updated for next time. And then the goal is to do it more regularly because y'all, that was a whole hour on one song and the production note and going through it. Mm-hmm. How many songs were it to Against Nature? I mean, that's at least, 10 days worth of stuff. And that's not even it.
Well, we could also talk like filmmaking and how to do a documentary, what to include.
I mean, yeah. Once we get through the steely dance stuff, my sister, I might be biased. I think that she's the best editor and creative producer on the planet. Thank you. If we can get her talking about that, y'all. Well, she's like my dad, but with video.
Very sweet. Thank you.
Okay, all right.
If we can figure out how to show the video clips so they're not like looking like they were recorded with a potato, then we'll do that.
I mean, like,
figure our tech out and come back.
You gotta give us. We're elder millennials, so the streaming thing isn't. We don't know.
I'm great in video and Avid and Premiere, and I switch back and forth all the time. And anyway,
we're elder millennials working on it. Y'all. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. A lot of fun stuff in the works. We'll update you when we're live next, and then we'll work on making it a more regular thing. And we'll just see what happens. All right, everybody. Bye.